was founded quite a long time ago, 100 years ago, actually, more than 100 years ago. So it was in 1924. Of course, it was in UK. And first of all, it was just basically a workshop in Oxford, UK. So they were just servicing the cars, maintaining them and stuff like that. And after some time, they decided to start and try producing the cars, which turned out, I would say, quite great. So of course, it's not the earliest model, but it's still an old timer and looks really good. So they remained in UK in Oxford for more than 50 years, and they were mostly focused on making affordable sports cars, which are well known across the world, or across the Europe at least. So it was going quite great till 1980s. So in 1980s there was a bit of a struggle, a bit of a harder times. So they had to close down. Because of the financial being not profitable and going to the debts. So they closed down, but it was not for long actually, only 18 months. And in 1982, they merged with MG Rover, which you already saw the logo. They merged with MG Rover and they started producing new models again. So it was still affordable cars. They still managed to keep roadsters as well on their lineup, which was, I would say, always the most exceptional stuff about being affordable brand, but also producing roadsters, because roadsters are really expensive cars usually. So yeah, they were true to themselves and they remained producing them. And as I mentioned, MG Rover was part of the BMW, it was owned by the BMW at that time. So it was going quite good for 20 more years. And in 2005, again, BMW decided that it does not bring enough profit, it does not bring enough to keep this brand alive and to keep producing the cars. So they decided to basically shut down the factories, close the doors. And but it was not for a long time ago, not for a long time as well, actually, because in 2 years, after 2005, in 2007, SAIC Motor, the Chinese company, bought the MG brand and started producing them. And SAIC Motor also has a very long history. The company was founded in 1954, and they, from that point onwards, they were producing cars in China, and they are also producing Volkswagen cars and Volkswagen Group cars for Chinese markets. So they have a lot of experience, they have a lot of technologies, and yeah, this was not an experiment for them. They calculated, they wanted the brand, they took it, and they relived it. So in 2009, they introduced the new model lineup. Of course, at first it was mostly focused on the UK market and also Chinese market. But after some time, when they started to feel both of their feet on the ground stable, they decided to expand the range, the model range, and to expand the countries that he offers the cars to as well. Because MG was never that broad into European market, let's say. So yeah, basically it started, of course, in UK, started from 2009. But the major growth, I would say, was happening from 2020 onwards, because from 2020, each year till 2023, they would grow at least 2 times a year in sales, which is crazy numbers, especially for the automotive manufacturers. So yeah, they were growing steadily, they were growing great. So again, they decided to invest more, to renew the model range and to expand the model range to European markets. So in 2021, for example, in Europe, there was only 7 countries that MG was represented on. And in 2022, there was already 27 countries where MG made business. And now, currently, in this year, we have 38 European countries where MG makes them sales, Baltic countries being part of them as well. And in total, in Europe, they have more than 1,000 sales points, which is a crazy number because a lot of showrooms across Europe. So they're expanding, they're investing a lot, and they're trying their best to be competitive, and it's working for them actually, because the success that was seen in UK was not only in UK actually, it was seen in other countries as well later on, because for example, Spain, if we took it, MG is operating there more than 4 years, so now it takes more than 5% of the market share, which is quite a big number. And for a couple of months, MG ZS that you see downstairs and that you saw right there as well. So the smaller SUV version was, in some months, it was the most popular car sold in the whole country in Spain. So they have a lot of good examples, I would say. They have good models, they have strong models, and they have a good value proposition. So that's why they are successful, and that's why they are investing a lot to expand to Europe furthermore. So yeah, talking about numbers a bit more, in 2024, MG sold 250,000 units in Europe only. So it's a big manufacturer and they're making crazy numbers of cars. And they're, again, doing quite well, I would say. Talking about this year, we already have, for the first half of the year, sold 162,000 units in Europe. So we see that it's, again, growing quite well. If we would compare it with other brands, because it's hard to estimate when we don't know the others' numbers. So for example, in the same period, in the same first half of this year, Nissan sold 188,000 units, which is only like 26,000 units more than MG. In comparison, Mazda, which is also a well-known brand, they don't have that much models right now, but they sold in Europe only 81,000 cars, so half less than MG. So again, it's still relatively new to our markets, relatively unheard in our markets, unless you're a true automotive fan or been in this business for a while, that you would know that the brand. But it is doing really okay. It's doing really great actually in Europe.
Tas ir jūsu uzmanībai. Kaut kas tiešām gards vai glīts, vai mūsu, vai maks ir izlozes kārtā nopelnījuši iespēju doties uz trasi.
This is quite significant. We could see the old MG. So this is from United Kingdom, from England. 1924 was established, Morris Garage. And now, let's look. Let's go to the back. Hello! I think we could make here, see, MG, the old one. And so this is a new one, see? Similar, old one.